Hello everyone, this is Mr. Lipchick, and today we're going to talk about a concept which is central to the study of economics, and that happens to be opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. Before beginning a discussion on opportunity cost, you must have a clear understanding of the concept of trade-offs. Although some people are wealthy, all people have limits on their time, money, and other aspects of their lives. Therefore, we are all forced to choose between different alternatives. These choices are called trade-offs. You can't do everything, so you have to trade. Instead of buying the Corvette, I'll buy the Cadillac. Instead of buying a new computer, I'll buy an iPad. Trade-offs, which are a form of opportunity, well, they're not exactly opportunity costs. We'll get into what that is in a moment. Trade-offs are defined as all the alternatives that we give up when we choose one course of action over another. That is, all the potentially different things we can do, buy, or choose. Individuals, businesses, and governments all must make trade-offs. Societies make trade-offs when deciding how to use available resources within their economy. That brings us to the old guns or butter argument. A country can put enormous amounts of money into its defense system. However, it will have to pay for that with consumer goods. That is things like butter. So the guns or butter argument is the classical reference to societal trade-offs. The opportunity cost of making a decision is a form of trade-off. The opportunity cost is defined as the most desirable alternative or trade-off given up as the result of making a decision. So of all the potential things you could have done, spent, bought, what have you, this is the most desirable one that you gave up to make your decision. For example, your grandmother gives you $2,000 as a graduation present. There are many things that you would like to do with this money. The choices that you like the most, however, are buying a computer or a used car. If you choose the car, the computer is the opportunity cost because it is your next best choice. And vice versa. If you chose the computer, the car would have been your opportunity cost. Businesses, governments, and other organizations also experience opportunity cost when they make decisions. A local government obtains a $1 million grant from the federal government in order to improve its streets. It is enough money to fix Main Street or Canal Street, but not both. The government chooses to fix Main Street and incurs the opportunity cost of fixing up Canal Street. Calculating opportunity cost involves a concept called thinking at the margin. Thinking at the margin involves adding 1 unit of value or subtracting 1 unit of value in making an economic decision. Thinking at the margin asks you to compare the expenditure of many different units of value that could be spent on a decision, and this could be money, time, it could be defined as dollars. It could have a number of other definitions. But the key thing to remember, it is a unit of value. To make a decision at the margin, so to speak, one must compare the opportunity cost of each additional unit of value expended on a decision against the benefit of that decision. Okay, they call this thinking at the margin. And one way to clearly define your own thinking at the margin is to use a decision-making grid. Decision-making grid is often used to perform a cost-benefit analysis in order to make the best possible decision. So you look at your options, okay, These are all marginal here, okay? Work for 1 hour in the yard, work for 2 hours in the yard, work for 3 hours in the yard. You have your benefits and your opportunity costs, and you compare them to decide what is the best decision. In this example, you can choose to work on your yard for 1, 2, or 3 hours. Your decision will be influenced by how much you value an attractive yard versus how important TV time is for you. So if you work in the yard for 1 hour, you can cut the grass and you can have 1 hour of watching television. Okay? Or sorry, you're only giving up 1 hour of watching television. If you work on the yard for 2 hours, you can cut the grass and trim the hedges. Okay, but you're giving up 2 hours of television. If you work on the yard for 3 hours, the grass is cut, the hedges are trimmed, and the weeds are pulled, but you're giving up 3 hours of watching TV. If you're expecting important company, you might choose to work for 3 hours, as there will be other chances to watch TV. If you're really tired and exhausted and have very little time in your schedule, the TV time might run out. So to review, all people, businesses, and institutions must make trade-offs, as we do not have unlimited time or other resources. Once you make your decision, the next best trade-off is that decision's opportunity cost. Calculating opportunity cost involves thinking at the margin, measuring the value of each additional unit. Okay? Additional unit of value. And decision-making grids can be used to calculate opportunity costs by measuring benefits foregone with each additional unit. Okay, that concludes our discussion. Thank you for attending, and I look forward to seeing you in the live lesson. Have a great day.